What's up, my sweet little angels? Welcome back to my channel. So today slash last week I did a huge decluttering session and I wanted to share with you the journey. It took me a week, but I like to do this twice a year. I like to do this before winter and then before summer. So yeah, it's just a good way for me to keep everything pretty minimal. I like to just not have a lot of clutter. It just really like stresses me out, makes me feel really like clustered and just all over the place, and I already am like that naturally. I'm pretty unorganized naturally, so I definitely need like systems to keep me organized. So in today's video I'm going to show you how I organized everything. So my digital space, I can't ever say that word properly, my physical space, and then also how you can kind of declutter your mental, emotional space as well. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to remind you that tomorrow on Friday, enrollment for my self-development course, The Self-Revolution, closes. So today slash tomorrow is your last chance to enroll. So I'm gonna have all the info down below. There's already so many of you and I'm so excited. It's basically 6 weeks of like a full life transformation, a really deep transformation. We have a limited amount of spots and they're filling up really quickly. So again, I'll leave all the info down below, and you can also DM me if you're on the fence and you're not sure if this is for you. It's an amazing course. I'm so excited about it and I can't wait to work with all of you who choose to enroll and like support you and guide you on this journey. I'm so bloody excited. Okay, let's get into the video. Undone and I can't forget about it. We're gonna start this decluttering session with decluttering my digital space, so my computer and my phone and just like my online experience. So this is definitely a place where I get really messy and where there's a lot to declutter, and it's a space where I spend so much time because most of my work is online, and I feel like that's true for most of us, and so it's so important to have that place be the way you want, and for me that is minimal and simple. I did a full video where I completely organized my computer, my phone, and set systems for myself to stay organized and to plan better. Most of those systems are really good and are still working for me. I've added a couple new ones which I'll show you, but I just need to like keep up with them better. Which I'm not doing. There's stuff that has piled up that we need to like clean up, but I've got the systems in place, so I'm hoping that this will be quicker than last time. So one process that I added that really has made such a huge difference is using identity. So my browser was super unorganized before. I do so many different things, I work on so many different projects all the time, so I constantly had so many different tabs open, bookmarks, and just so much clutter, and it was really hindering my productivity and focus and just my time. It took me so long to find like a website that I needed because I had 10 billion things open. I need to calm down. I'm really passionate about this. Basically, I could just never find anything, and I just felt like there was so much stuff everywhere and so many things to do, and it was just making me crazy. And so I found an amazing way to keep my internet experience clutter-free using identity. I've been using it for probably 2 months now and I use it every day. It's amazing. It basically allows you to simplify and organize everything that you do online. Let me show you how it works and then also how I have everything organized, if that gives you any ideas. So this is your command center. This is where you have all of your tiles, which are basically different websites and everything that you use. I have the ones that I use all the time favored at the top, and then I also have categories. So let's say that I'm working on Say Hey Happiness and I want to go to my email. So I would just go into Say Hey Happiness, click email, and it takes me directly to that particular email account because I have so many and I would constantly have to switch from one to the other. And also because when I do work for Say Hey Happiness, I have everything in here, so I'm not getting distracted. Like there's no other tabs that are open. I just have this. It just really helps you to like maximize your focus and attention on the specific task that you're doing at the moment. You also have a notes section where you can write down your to-do list or anything you want, reminders, whatever you want. And then you can also connect your Google Calendar to your identity. So let's say I have a Zoom meeting, that would be written here, and then I would also have a link to click on so I can directly go to that Zoom meeting without having to like find it in my email or calendar or whatever. It's already in here, so it really saves you so much time. There's also a search bar at the top where you can find anything that you want to find, and you can also input usernames and passwords, which also saves you a lot of time and hassle if you're someone like me who cannot remember a password to save my life. I feel like with using the internet and electronics in general, we've all become so accustomed to distraction and like multitasking, and this can really like obviously hinder your productivity, but it also creates so much mental clutter. Like you don't even realize it, but we are bombarded with so much information. We have all these tabs open, all these like blogs that you're gonna check out, and you have them open and then you never do. And it's just a mess. And so I personally feel like it's so important for me to have like peace of mind and like have better focus and productivity, to just minimize everything as much as possible and be super organized when it comes to how I use the internet, because I'm on it for way too many hours a day for it to be a negative mind cluttering experience. Thank you so much to Identity for sponsoring this video. There's a link at the top of the description box where you can check it out and try it out for yourself for free. The next thing that I really had to do is sort my emails. I like to have a 0 email inbox, so I have everything in folders, so I just wanted to catch up on that, and then also just clear out any screenshots that I have on my computer and files that I've downloaded and haven't organized yet. Then I moved on to my phone. So here I'm just going through all of my photos, deleting screenshots, and then organizing them onto my computer. I'm also going through my notes and creating folders for my notes, because that's always a mess. I also really recommend that you go through everyone you follow and you unfollow and mute whoever doesn't make you happy and doesn't make you feel good about yourself. And it's also really useful to go through your apps and just delete all the ones that you don't really need and that you don't benefit from, just so we can create that mindful, beautiful space that feels really good and calming and simple. Undone and I can't forget about it. Okay, then it was time to declutter my physical space, and I'm pretty good with keeping my physical space clutter free and really just having things that I need. But the only two areas of like my physical possessions that do get a little bit messy and overflow for me is like my beauty stuff and then my clothes. Today I'm gonna start with dresses and jumpsuits because I have so many of those. I'm obsessed with jumpsuits. So let's dump them all on the ground so I can see everything that I have. That is not okay. That's not normal, I don't think. This is literally just jumpsuits and dresses. And it might not look that bad, but like, it's a mountain. So here's how I declutter my clothes usually. I like to do it in categories. So let's say I'm starting with jumpsuits and dresses. So I just dump everything on the ground, and then I'm really able to see how much stuff I have and then how much I actually need, which is not that much. And then I just go one item at a time. So for example, I really love this jumpsuit. I know that I wear all the time, so I'm definitely keeping this. This is from Kings of Indigo. It's a really cool sustainable shop. And then when it comes to pieces like this, for example, that I'm not really like 100% yes, I'm keeping this. First of all, I try it on, and then second of all, I have a few questions. So my questions are, have I worn this in the past 6 months? Obviously this doesn't work for this because it's been really cold. So in that case, I would ask myself, have I worn this a lot in summer? A really important question is also, does this actually make me happy? And then the last one is probably my favorite. It's a little bit more like serious, but sometimes it works. Does this make me feel closer to my vision of the type of life I want to live? I think that's just a really cool question. Okay guys, it's the next day. I am gonna finish off decluttering my wardrobe today. I just have a few pieces on my bed that I haven't gotten through yet. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the jackets. I've had this one for so long and I've given it to a friend. She had it and then she gave it back to me. And I just think I'm never gonna wear this, let's be honest. Why am I even contemplating this? This is going. I do really like this. I just haven't worn it in a while because it's been too cold to wear because it's a pretty thin jacket. So I just wasn't sure, but I do really like it. I feel like a ball. I think I got this last year in the spring and I don't know if I ever wore it, so that's why I'm like not sure. I'll keep it and then I'll just see if I actually wear it this spring and summer because I do like it and I don't have any other cardigans, so it might be a little dumb for me to get rid of it because I don't have anything to replace it with. Okay, that's done. Okay, so here are my jumpsuits and dresses and like nicer shirts. We've got my jacket closet. I got rid of like 3 jackets, I think. And then the best part, oh, this makes me so happy. So I now have all of this organized and it looks so good. Are you ready? So these are all the pieces that I'm getting rid of. I feel like it doesn't look that much on camera, but there is quite a bit in there. So much stuff. Time to clear out my beauty stuff. Are you ready? So the table is empty. This is how it looks like. I'm so happy with it because I really only have things that I use pretty much every single day. This is trash, so most of these are like empty or expired or something. And then these are all the products that I'm giving away. So there's quite a lot in there. Then I also wanted to go through my memory box, my pictures, all of my loose papers, and then also my documents, which I decided to scan and put into my Google Drive. Obviously, I kept all the ones that I need a physical copy of, but I really recommend you do this because it's so much more minimal and also more organized. The last part of my apartment that I decluttered were these cupboards next to my door. I just keep so many miscellaneous things in there, but I also use a lot of this stuff every single day, so it was really annoying me that it was so messy. Undone and I can't forget about it. Undone and I can't forget about it. And then something that I could not include in this video is just making room for you and for your mental sanity. So first of all, I would ask myself, are there any relationships in my life that are not serving me anymore or making me happy anymore? Second thing I would ask myself is, how can I minimize the stress in my life? So are there any things I can let go of? If I don't have control over them, is there a way for me to not stress over them? Can I delegate certain things to other people so that I don't have to do this anymore? Can I take some of my responsibilities off the table completely? So I would just really go over how you spend most of your time and then see, are there any things you can let go of? And I also just read a really good book that is all about fear, the ego, and also like, I guess, overthinking a little bit. It's called Love is Letting Go of Fear, and I really recommend you read it. It's a really quick read, a really cute, beautiful book. It's a really good book, and I just read it last month, and so I just wanted to mention that. And just this part of life in general, we so often like forget to minimize and declutter, and it's the most important part because we spend all of our time in here, and so it's so important to declutter that and just create a space that feels amazing for you. So yeah, if you want to dive deeper into really going into your unconscious mind and shifting your limiting beliefs and the blocks that you have and figuring out what is really for you and discovering your excellence and your purpose and your life values, meeting your inner child, all of those sort of things. And then also creating a vision and a plan for an authentic life that you love and are obsessed with. If all of that sounds right up your alley, then I definitely recommend checking out the course, because we dive into all of that in the course. You can check out the whole curriculum and everything that you get if you enroll on our website, so I'll have a link to that below. And I really hope that I get to work with you and guide you and support you on this journey. I'm so passionate about this work. I'm a trauma healing practitioner besides being an influencer, so this is really something that I'm strongly passionate about. So yeah, I hope to see you there. But either way, I'm gonna see you in my next video. I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.